country, and now he's living the dream.
Louisville hopes to continue living their dream in the first year under Jeff Brom. Isaac Guerendo takes the kick past the 15 to the 20, just shy of the 25-yard line. And, Coach, that's where we bring out Louisville quarterback Jack Plummer, who since Pittsburgh has found comfort in making the correct throw to keep this offense on pace.
And the coaching staff has talked about putting him in the right position to do so. They threw the ball, they said, too much against Pittsburgh. They got to come out and rely on the run game and put him in position to succeed. Be efficient in the passing game, and that's what he's done the last couple weeks.
Worth noting, Jamari Thrash, star receiver, he is available tonight, will not start. But he went through warm-ups. We expect to see him at some points. First down, they want to lean heavily on the successful running game, and that's Jawhar Jordan, their star running back, who's been nicked up a little bit, but they said he was going to be a game-time decision, thought he would go. Yeah,
you saw him warming up. He was fired up. He was excited in warm-ups. He wants to get out there in the field. He's a home run hitting back, so Virginia's got to do a great job containing him.
5 100-yard games on the season for Jordan. Plummer to throw second down. Had a crease in the defense. Incomplete, intended for Jaden Thompson. Covered on the play by Sam Westfall.
Yeah, and they're running against cover 2. They're trying to squeeze the ball in here between the corner and the safety. That's a tough throw. Just slightly overthrew him, and that little, we call that a hole shot between the corner and the safety.
So bring it up at 3rd and 5.
And the thing here, Plummer is a veteran quarterback, and so I know they don't want to put a ton on him throwing the ball all over the place. But he's a veteran quarterback that is used to these situations and managing the offense.
Early 3rd down. Plummer across the middle, complete. And it looks like gain of 4, just shy of the first down. Chris Bell, the receiver. And I don't think there's no, with Jeff Brom as an old school coach, people might not look at it. There's some people in the stands say, I have the book, we should go for it right here on 4th and 1. He's got one of the best defenses in the country, so we'll punt it and play some defense. Yeah, he doesn't strike me as the new school computer type. Punt it, 4th and 1, and they will. That's Brady Hodges, took over the punting duties a couple of weeks ago. Ethan Davies deep to receive, fair catch. The punt drives him back inside their own 20 and a punt to 49. And here comes Virginia and their true freshman quarterback, Anthony Colandrea, in for the injured Tony Muskett. We've been entertained by Colandrea throughout the season. This will be his 4th start. He's a kid that for a young one's got a lot of moxie.
He does, as a true freshman coming in. A lot of times true freshmen, some guys come in and they're a little bit, the gunshot, they manage the offense. Not Colandrea. He will let it go. He's a gambler out here on the field.
Against a Louisville defense that hasn't allowed a touchdown in 2 consecutive weeks. Empty backfield for Colandrea. Quick shot out to Malik Washington. Flag on the play. There goes Washington. The transfer out of Northwestern will get into him throughout the night, but a flag for now, gain of 12. Our ref tonight, Marcus Woods. Some early deliberation.
Yeah. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense, number 55. Half the distance to the goal, 1st down.
That'll be on the center, number 55, Brian Stevens, negating a big play out of Malik Washington. It's going to be a 9-yard penalty.
I don't know about that. He just kind of clubbed him by on the way out right there.
So Matt Austin, our rules analyst, he's going to be with us throughout the night. Gave us a thumbs up on that one, said it was a good call. So that moves the ball back, 1st and 19, ball inside the 10.
Yeah, that would have had Matt and I early on with a little shake the head.
The handoff, trying to get some of that yardage back, and a gain of 3. So now, Coach, we talked about Colandrea and what he brings to the table. Came in spring ball. This is 4 starts. Started against JMU, Maryland, and NC State. So he's got some game experience for a true freshman. But starting Penn back against this defense has been really good the past couple of weeks. Not ideal.
Yeah, you saw him in the first play, throw a quick screen, get him going in the game, and then you'd get the penalty. Not the situations you want to be in on the road against one of the better defenses in the nation.
Harris Jones, the back. Colandrea, the fake. Eyes downfield. Takes a shot. Caught. There's what we're talking about there. He's got confidence as Malachi Fields for 19, and that's a confident throw.
It was. You see him standing tall in the pocket, reading it downfield right there. There was a little corner pressure came. He's throwing the deep corner route off the safety, setting his feet and letting it rip.
With Ashton Gelati bearing down on him, gets a first down. Colandrea. Double. It looked like Washington wanted to throw that. Caught for a loss is Malik Washington, and a loss of 1. Cameron Kelly, first man there. Let's take a look at tonight's impact players presented by Whole Foods Market.
Yeah, now you see Malik Washington right there getting the catch. He leads the ACC in receiving, second in FBS. The transfer out of Northwestern has been the go-to guy in this offense all year long. And even with the young Colandrea, freshman quarterback, he was confident that he was going to get him the ball tonight.
Leads the ACC in receiving yards, 1,044, reception 79. Colandrea, boom, pressured, sacked. How about that for an impact player coming up? Ashton Gelati. And this Cardinals defense on the move early, a loss of 9.
And Gelati, the playmaker on this defense. You watch him, they're kind of running a little play action here, but he sees it right away. Gets upfield, climbs to the quarterback, makes the tackle on the little naked bootleg right there. Shuts it down, played his assignment perfectly, got Virginia into a 3rd and long situation.
3rd and 24. Colandrea, designed to run, all kinds of real estate, and that's one of those runs the coach has talked about with Colandrea. Maybe slide. Lost to lower his shoulder, gain of 15, and the Cardinals forced a punt brought down by Devin Neal and Benjamin Perry.
It's hard for the young guy. He said if we had more quarterback runs, said absolutely not. We'll run the quarterback draw with him in certain situations, and we've tried to coach him up. There's times to get down, and that's one of them right now where you know you're going to punt the ball, but some positive yards, trying to flip field position.
So Daniel Sparks to punt, Kevin Coleman deep, and it was blown dead before the snap.
False start. Offense, number 2. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
2 early penalties on Virginia. It was Paris Jones. So Coleman deep to receive the punt. Pressure! Nearly got blocked. And got a very good Louisville bounce. That had some Dan Mullen backspin on it. But Sparks just gets the punt off. So both defenses have held serve early on in this one. And we almost had a big special team play for the Cardinals. But they'll get the ball next. 0-0 early first quarter here in Louisville.
But after living in this house for so long, you start to feel a little different.
I don't know. I never met the guy. He does exist.
And his welcome back as the head coach. Ball spotted right at the 40. Virginia showing pressure, probably a little too eager about it. That was James Jackson coming across.
Offside, defense, number 7. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
You see trying to time up this interior blitz right here. Jumps it a little bit too soon. Got into the neutral zone, and they snapped it. Get the easy 5-yard penalty right there. Little errors right here is what Virginia does not want early on in this game.
Yeah, already the 3rd penalty for Virginia. Decided underdogs in this one, about 3 touchdowns.
But they're a team that's been close all year in a lot of different games that they've played.
4 games decided by 3 points or less for Virginia. Look, I know their record says 2-7. They will not make a bowl game this year, but they've been competitive throughout the year. Jordan.
First and 5's a chance that he's checking here, like to take a shot.
Not just give it to your star running back, tries to cram it up there in Virginia's defense.
And in that situation right there, you see, when you see Jack Plummer come up, they have 2 plays called in the huddle. That's a situation where Jeff Brom's probably calling a shot. Let's take a shot down the field. And he trusts Plummer. We talked about this. He gets up. He doesn't like the look that they're playing coverage on the back end. He checks to the run, alert, and hands it off.
That play had my football hormones raging. He was under center.
In the eye.
That's so good. Bring me back to the 1990s. Jordan, second and short, tries to get it back up in there. Good job by Virginia's defense. Gave him the 5 yards on the offsides, held him the short gain on first down, and then no gain there on second down. Chico Bennett Jr.
You see a third down, they're bringing the jumbo package. They're going to bring the jumbo package into the game. And this is one of the things you've seen differently with Louisville this year of getting under center, getting in the I formation. Here they go on third and short. Instead of sprinting with tempo to the line, get under center with a bunch of tight ends and fullbacks on the field.
Still Jordan in the backfield. Heavy formation. Jordan up the left side. Jordan has space. There goes Jawhar Jordan. But a flag on the play the second he made his cut, and a gain of 42.
And it looks like it's going to be a holding penalty here that's going to bring this back.
Holding, defense, number 90. Pulling half the distance from the end of the run. First down.
So
it was holding.
So we do a segment on College Football Final called That's a Dollar, and I was looking down at the field. The entire Louisville offensive line was going to run back to the line of scrimmage because they assumed it was on one of them. It wasn't. It was on the defense. Call stands for Jordan, 42-yard gain. This kid's special when he's healthy.
Yeah, he is. When you see the speed and the burst he has once he gets out on the outside in the perimeter, make explosive runs.
Looks healthy to me. Banged up, had the hamstrings, got a knee, but they also have first and goal now for the 5. Jordan remains in the backfield. Again, the Cardinals outscoring their opponent 69-7 in the first quarter. Jordan stopped just past the line of scrimmage, bringing up second down. Josh Ahern. He's going to be active tonight as Ahern for Virginia. Their star true freshman linebacker for Virginia, Cam Robinson. He's a little banged up. He's going to be in and out throughout the night.
Yeah, and I always like second down as kind of your play action down here. Take the shot right now on second down and then come back and you have the whole playbook open on third down.
Play fake, easy, touchdown. Tight end Joey Gatewood. And Louisville's first quarter success continues. 5 plays, 60 yards, 3:04 off the clock. That drive spurned by Jordan's 42-yard run. Travelstead, extra point, good. So each time Louisville's had to answer to a challenge this season, they know what's at stake, and they strike first. 7-0 home team here on Thursday night in college football.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged.
Football scene, Oscar Brom, Greg Brom, Jeff Brom, Brian Brom. There's the patriarch of the family. Oscar Brom, very ever-present throughout the season. On the sideline, loves watching all of his sons come home and lead this football program back to championship level heights.
And he's got them all back at home right now, roaming the sidelines of this town.
Malik Washington deep to receive the Travelstead kick. It's going to go to the end zone. Coach, break down that last play for us.
And here's what's always interesting. They do things, and the great thing Jeff Brom does is he's not afraid to use different personnel and move people around. He's going to bring a receiver in motion. What does that do? That affects the eyes of your corner. After that, we're going to go back and bring the tight end back across the formation into the flat. And when you get him into the flat area right here, he's open for the score.
It was Joey Gatewood, now in his 4th school, former #1 athlete and top 50 prospect at quarterback. Now a tight end here in Louisville, and that Kobe Pace, the transfer from Clemson, and a gain of 2. So Louisville continues, as we had talked about in the first quarter. I mean, you talk about getting started and a jump on your opponents. You're always playing from ahead of the first quarter. That is great for a team to be able to do what you want, both offensively and defensively.
And that's the type of team they've become, is play the team that plays with great defense and runs the ball, and it's easier to do when you're ahead.
A couple of penalties brought Virginia back on their first offensive possession. Colandrea, that's Malik Washington. He will be active throughout the night, as he's been all year, in a gain of 4.
You watch Colandrea make decisions. He does not look like a true freshman out there, and his personality certainly doesn't look like a true freshman on the field either.
We watch a lot of football in studio on Saturdays, and when he came in against JMU and Maryland, we're sitting there like, this kid looks good.
Looks a little like Johnny Manzielish out there. A little swagger, confidence. He can run, he can throw.
Let's find out if he's got some John football in him here, 3rd and 4. Washington in motion. Colandrea looked right, covered, keeps it, cuts, first down, who's? That's a little Johnny Manziel. Everything was covered. He's like, well, I'm going to pull it down and run for a gain of 9.
You get to see the athleticism that he has right there. Breaking tackles, getting the first down, and starting the tempo, get right back on the field. They want to get that going and let him play some backyard football.
That to Malachi Fields, and they said, look, to be able to get him in rhythm, we're just going to get up to the line and go. Sometimes there's tempo, sometimes they're not. This is not unexpected here tonight for Virginia. Gain of 13. Mike Hollins now in the backfield. In Louisville territory. High snap. Colandrea has to eat it. And that's the kind of mistake you can't have when you've got some momentum on this drive.
And that's kind of where Virginia's been so far tonight, is making little mistakes. The snap to slow down momentum over the head. They've had the penalty on the first play of the game to knock them behind the chains defensively. Offsides penalty. Mental errors that are self-inflicted.
And a loss of 5 that takes you out of Louisville territory back into your own in a 2nd and 15. 2 backs, Pace, Washington, motions out. The give to Pace off the right side, and he can't get back to the line of scrimmage. Jermaine Lole, the transfer from Arizona State, who's battled injuries the past couple of years. Lole has stepped up, and they're happy to have him back in the fold.
Absolutely. And you see, their pride is stop the run and play great 3rd down defense, and that's where you want to be. The best way to play 3rd down defense, put people in 3rd down and long situations. You have the opportunity to do anything you want.
So what did we say? The mistake begot a loss, another one, now 3rd and 18, and now you're putting the true freshman in a tough position.
Yeah, and they're going to try to disguise looks. They can drop back and to drop everybody into coverage to make it hard for them.
Colandrea has to escape, can't. And we talked about how stout the Cardinals have been. Riger and Gelati, he has been all over the field early on, and it'll be another punt for Virginia.
And this is the situation. When you get into 3rd down and long situations, they get them into a man-to-man blocking, look up front with 5 down, and you see Gelati come inside over the guard, your best pass rusher, creating the advantageous matchup.
Daniel Sparks almost had the last punt blocked. That gets off clean to Kevin Coleman from the 15-20. Coleman, a good job, aggressive, returning the punt, takes it past the 20-yard line. So we've seen the Louisville defense, or team we were told about, running game, Jawhar Jordan, 42 yards, set up the touchdown, and the defense, 2 consecutive stops. We'll see Plummer and crew when we come back.
UFC 295, buy it on ESPN.
2:46 left in the first quarter. Louisville up 7-0 as this is Veterans Week on ESPN, presented by USAA. The defense continuing to do its job for Louisville. They haven't allowed a touchdown since October 14th.
5 straight games holding people under 100 yards rushing. They're a complete football team.
See Isaac Guerendo in the backfield for the first time tonight. So a gain of 3. Evan Connolly, they use him in a running quarterback situation. Just see him there pick up 3 to kind of add another dimension to this Louisville offense.
Yeah, and just design it. I always think it's good if you have those. You have that type of running and a passing quarterback. Get him in early, get him into the flow of the game in case you need him.
Let him take a hit, add that dimension that the defense has to keep an eye out for. Plummer back. Guerendo in the backfield. Plummer to throw. Quick shot over the middle. And that's kind of been the extent of the Cardinals' passing game of the past couple of weeks since the loss to Pittsburgh, when the coaches felt they put too much on Plummer. Intermediate throws, keep the offense above the chains and keep moving.
Yeah, and he's done a really good job of that. They said really smart, good decision maker out there on the field, but play to the strength. Let's run the ball and make him a very high percentage passer.
3rd and 4, empty backfield.
So trying to get spread out and create the matchups. They have man-to-man right now.
Quick throw outside, skipped incomplete. That was intended for Jaden Thompson. And so after scoring on their last possession, Cardinals quick 3 and out, and credit Virginia's defense for getting the stop.
And you see, with the exception of hurting themselves with some penalties in this game and giving up the explosive run to Jawhar Jordan, UVA should be building some confidence with how they're playing.
Brady Hodges on the punt, down to Ethan Davies. Davies fair catches, 34-yard line. And a gain of 36 after the punt, rather. We have a great lineup for you on ACC Network this Saturday, noon Eastern, Boston College. I'll tell you what, they have turned their season around since the start. They've got Virginia Tech. Then Pittsburgh squares off against Syracuse at Yankee Stadium. And Captain Nightoff Duke taking on number 24 North Carolina, ACC prime time. And again, you know, Louisville with the Saturday off is going to have their eyes on that primetime game, because with the win here tonight and a North Carolina loss to Duke, Louisville punches their ticket to play Florida State in the ACC championship. Trips down bottom of the screen. Pace in the backfield. Colandrea hands it off to Pace. Off the right side, a good gain on 1st down to Harry.
Guys, we've seen a lot of that confidence from Anthony Colandrea over on the sideline after possessions. You've even seen it from people, whether it's players or personnel on the sideline, whether he's making that cut or making the big throws. The confidence is there, the belief is there. They were not lying to us when they said this is a confident and swaggerful young man.
2nd and 6. Going to need that movement there to get away from Louisville's defense, and can't. Almost got back to the line of scrimmage. And Antonio Watts there.
And these are the issues they have right here. You're going to watch right now the left tackle. A little confusion. He goes out, 77, the guard steps down. And that's one guy, Gelati, you don't want to turn free on your quarterback right now. And again, another mistake has put them behind the chains in these situations.
So 3rd and 7. 30 seconds left, 1st quarter. Colandrea out of the backfield. Hollins caught nowhere. Benjamin Perry. And this Louisville defense is swarming to the one or two muscle snacks. Daniel Sparks to punt. Kevin Coleman deep. Coleman at the 25, bobbles it. Recovered at the 39, living dangerously moments ago. Harry Lyles with Tony Elliott.
Coach, we saw some flashes there from Anthony Colandrea. How would you evaluate his play, and what do you want to see from him the rest of the game?
Yeah, just got to settle in. You know, we've been moving the ball, and then we got, you know, issues where we're trying to play with tempo. We got a high snap. We're getting behind the chains, giving up a sack there. Guys just got to settle in, but he's going to battle. You know, he got the right look in his eyes, so I'm just excited to see these guys go compete.
Thanks, Coach.
I appreciate you.
Ball spotted at the 22 for Plummer. First down handoff. Flag on the play. That was Guerendo.
Holding. Offense, number 51. 10-yard penalty. First down.
And Matt, coming into this game, the one thing we've looked at is wanting this Virginia defense came in and said, we have got to stop the run. And they've done a really good job of that, except for the long run against Jawhar Jordan. They've done a really good job. You just see the little the guard on the pull around, running the power play, grabbing the linebacker up in the hole. But that's what their goal was. Come in, let's stop and slow down the Louisville running attack, and they've been able to do that pretty well so far.
Guerendo coming off a career-high 146 yards a week ago against Virginia Tech. He remained in the backfield. Play fake Plummer. Looks downfield, checked it back down to the short receiver, and that ended up being a big gain as Dwayne Martin looked like he lost control of the football after he was down. It's going to be a gain of 19.
And nice management there. They came in that a play action, hard play action. It looked like he had the middle of the field open to take a shot at the post, but again, a good decision. That's one of the things they want out of Jack Plummer. Make good decisions. If you don't feel comfortable with it, check it down. Great completion. First and long goes to second and short.
Guerendo. First down, Louisville. And you know,
second and short's where they want to be right now.
We got a smirk out of both Brian Brom, offensive coordinator, and head coach Jeff Brom, because you hear the name Brom, you're like, high-flying offense. Throw the ball all over the yard. We ask them about the run, and they kind of just shake their head and say, yeah, I mean, we run the ball now.
That's what they do. And the two brothers quarterbacks, you know, they like throwing the football. But I'll tell you what, you know, one of the things that I think they've done an amazing job is play to the strength of their players. You want to find a great coach, find somebody that has the ability to adapt to the strength of their players.
First down after the Guerendo run. Another play fake from Plummer. Another intermediate throw and another dart and another first down for the Cardinals. That's Jamari Thrash. We had talked about the star receiver battling injuries. Didn't start, knew he was available. That's a good pitch and catch out of those two.
And he's a guy, he is their #1 receiver, their playmaker. One of those things, he didn't start, but they want to get him in the flow of the game.
Gain of 11. Here comes tempo again for Louisville. They start running it with Guerendo off the center side. Tavon Kyle on the tackle after 8.
And that's the thing, if you run the football and you start running it efficiently and you see UVA committing to stop the run, you're going to get those one-on-one shots on the outside.
Rushing leading the way for the Cardinals tonight. Second and 3. Guerendo, left side. Guerendo, space, but a flag down. Cardinals committed their first penalty earlier on this drive.
Holding. Offense, number 55. 10-yard penalty, second down.
Make it 2. That Willie Tyler, both penalties holding.
They were able to overcome the first one pretty easily, which is the sign of a good football team. They run the counter play right here. And just see, he was the tackle getting up on that linebacker, grabs him, holds him right at the point of attack, too. That's an easy one to see.
I want to get back to the comment you made about Jeff Brom and recognizing the personnel and being a really good head coach, because there's a lot of time head coaches are candidly stubborn in their system and say, no, you're going to run the system regardless, rather than fit the personnel to what they have.
You don't see this. Under center in the I formation.
I mean, let's go. Let's go vintage football. Plummer play fake, takes a shot, incomplete. Intended for Thrash, the true freshman Caleb Hardy there. James Jackson pressure.
And you see off the play action, they're trying to get the safety to step up and get behind him, and the pressure got to Plummer, made him throw it a little bit sooner maybe than he wanted to at that time.
So injured player for Virginia there in the secondary. That's Sam Westfall, who was back there on the coverage. So they'll look at Westfall. We'll step aside and come back. getting the shot downfield. You see him there circled there, number 13. Now, it's worth pointing out he went into the injury tent, but behind him, Malcolm Green, some of the corner depth for Virginia. He's out for the first half of this game for targeting. So with Westfall going to the injury tent, it's going to be a true freshman, Dre Walker, now. On a 3rd and long, you wonder if they'll go right at the true freshman here on a 3rd down and long.
Or defensively protect him. Get into a zone defense right now to protect him a little bit.
Back off the pressure. Plummer, middle of the field. That's caught. That's a 1st down. Jimmy Callaway. Gain of 23.
And we saw that. They dropped into a cover 3 look here. And really nice job, Jack Plummer keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. Throws a little curl flat out there. See the wide out, widen him up, faking he's going out to the corner, sitting down. Callaway sits down on the curl route. That's one thing Plummer, they want from him. Efficiency. We're going to run the football, but we want you to be efficient throwing the ball and make the throws you need to.
Another play fake. They've been active. Has a receiver, and he was wide open, and he let him out of bounds. I mean, Jawhar Jordan was going to step into the end zone for a touchdown.
And you saw, you could see it. You could see off the play they were going to go to the throwback to Jawhar Jordan. Jawhar actually looked like he ran out of bounds on his own.
I mean,
just some field awareness right there.
Mullen got all excited. He called touchdown.
Jawhar's the backup up top. Like, look at this off the fake on the wheel, naked away, and he just kind of runs out of bounds on his own.
Result of the play is an incomplete pass.
We might be seeing him later Saturday night, Matt.
That could be $1. And Jawhar's a star. He's got to laugh that one off. Maybe he was so excited about how much field was over there. He'll want that one back. 2nd and 10. Guerendo. He's a physical back, the more physical back of the two. Mekhi Buchanan brings him down.
Game.
And a 3rd down.
And you just see that running the little play. They have so many different run schemes they run here. Little zone read there on Jack Plummer. Not really his strength.
So 10th
gets
play,
run down.
10th play of the drive. You're looking pretty good in field goal range, 3rd and 9. So you want points.
And this is where Plummer's going to be good. Manage the situation. If they're going to give it to you, he's going to take it. Run the motion to see he's got man-to-man coverage.
2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. Plummer again looks over the middle. He's been working that spot of the field. Jimmy Callaway had the reception earlier on 3rd down. And they'll bring out the field goal unit after Tavon Kyle comes up with the stop.
And that's one of the things a lot of fans get frustrated. Why did we throw it deeper down the field? Hey, we're in field goal range. They're running a blitz. We saw man-to-man coverage. You saw the blitz coming. I'm going to get it out quick to my first read. We'll try to keep ourselves in great field goal position, take the points, and move on.
Brock Travelstead, 40-yard attempt at a Louisville record 53-yarder week 5 against NC State. Flag on the play, pre-kick.
False start. Offense, number 67. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
So now 45 yards. I think every kicker, by the way, no matter what, kick the ball just to get a free swing in.
Yeah, well, why would
Could you imagine a pro golfer getting a free swing out of a bunker?
I mean, you'd take it all day long off the tee.
Day long. I'll
loosen it up, take that little drive and see how it goes.
18 holes of mulligans. This one 46 yards now for Travelstead.
This one's for real.
Bobbled snap, it doesn't even get off. Louisville now in a world of hurt as Brady Hodges is trying to do something, and that something ends up being nothing. So what a succession of plays. Penalty, bobble, no points, momentum Virginia.
And this could be the huge break that Virginia needs in making plays and getting back in this game. They need some things to happen for them right here. You just see the bobbled snap, finish the play, get him on the ground. Let's get the offense on the back and make some plays.
And a big one for Lane Kiffin as Colandrea roaming the pocket, tries to get it out. He does. That's Malik Washington, held in check to this point. Storm duck after 7 brings up 3rd and long.
Yeah, and the sack on first down put him behind the chains again. This is the stuff they want to avoid. Colandrea, nice job keeping his eyes downfield on second down. And you say, usually with the young freshman, this is situations you don't want to be in. Colandrea looks like he enjoys these situations right now. The more pressure, the happier he is.
Pressure comes. Colandrea is yet to throw an incomplete pass. What a grab by Malik Washington. That's the reason he leads the ACC in receiving yards and receptions in a gain of 26. Tempo for Virginia. Flags. Incomplete.
A lot of them.
I mean, every official got the flag. Like, you know what? I want in on this.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think I saw there's 5 of them on the
defense. More than 11 players on the field at the snap. 5-yard penalty, first down.
And if you look at this, the third down play at man-to-man, they blitzed him. Colandrea knew he had man-to-man. What do you do when you have man-to-man? You're a young quarterback. Hey, go out and find the leading receiver in the ACC, Malik Washington. Give him a shot on the fade and a great throw and an even better catch by Washington to move the chains.
Coach has told us he attacks the football. That is a prime example of it. Now 1st and 5. Reverse. Nowhere. J.R. Wilson on the end around, and Antonio Watts was waiting on it. And he fumbled it. And Louisville recovered it. Ashton Gelati, a lot happened in that sequence, Coach. It ended up with the Cardinals getting the ball back.
Yeah, coming off the big play right there. They're trying to go for a little trick play run. They're going to run a reverse pass here. But you see the pressure off the edge, getting up the field, sees it. Makes the tackle, ball comes out, and when you run to the football, good things happen to you to finish plays.
In real time, it was difficult to see that ball pop out. And this defense continues to not allow teams to score, and they're looking to take advantage here on offense. That's Jawhar Jordan back in the game. Gets to the outside, and that is effective on first down. Jonas Sanker tackles him after 9.
Really good job there by Jordan, just outrunning the defense on the zone read, on the outside zone play. Is even with no huddle, Louisville's never in a hurry to get it going. They want to get lined up and execute.
That coveted 2nd and 1.5 you like. Give it to one of the best backs in the country and get yourself a first down. So we've now talked with Virginia in the storylines. A couple of penalties delaying momentum and drives, playing behind the chains. Big play from Malik Washington, fumbling on the next.
Yeah, and that's what's really hurt them in this game, because they've played well, and the self-inflicted mistakes has really hurt them. If you have to look, and you're looking at Tony Elliott right there, he's shaking his head saying, we've executed the plan we wanted to coming into this game. Just can't make those mistakes.
This defense, one of the worst in the ACC statistically. He's done a nice job to this point on a Louisville offense that strikes quick at home. That's Hammond on the tackle. Gain of 4 by Jordan.
But this plays right into to Louisville's hands, the game they want to play. Hey, we want to play defense. We want to run the football. And here they are eating up clock, taking their time, run the football, play field position, play defense.
This is blue-collar football. Jordan out of the backfield. Plummer hits it. He's taken out of bounds by Sanker. So now after the turnover, brings up 3rd down. And Louisville left points on the board. The last possession, they've got good field position here again. 5:22 left in the first half, all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, and Plummer in these situations, this is where when you have a veteran quarterback, they don't throw it a ton, but they're comfortable with him throwing in these situations to try to get the first down on a mid-range pass.
7 different receivers have caught a ball tonight. Plummer scans, pressure, brought down. And I'll tell you what, every time Virginia looks as if they're going to give something up, the defense comes in, and that's the true freshman, Cam Robinson, leads all freshman ACC defenders and is tied for 8th most in tackles.
Yeah, and they're going to run the middle plug blitz right here. See, the 2 linebackers are going to come and cross right there, the little blitz, and he comes free, stays with the play. Plummer sees it, starts to scramble. Cam Robinson finishes. The tackle gets him and forces the punt.
Davies is going to let that go over his head. And that,
putting it on the pin right there, man.
How do you do? 44 yards of special teams perfection.
You know, when you're a team that is going to be a special teams team, run the football, play defense, this is where you want your opponent starting, inside their own 5-yard line.
Yeah, get it.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think.
And Ole Miss, that more. Twisted Tea halftime. That.
Zubin, thank you. Flag on the play prior to the start.
False start. Offense, number 52.
That's only going to be a 1-yard penalty here, but now you keep backing up.
You've already got your true freshman in a bad
Well, you see Colandrea saying he just gave the roll. We're going to roll with it. Let's run the same play. And it looks like they had a one high look. They have a shot. You looked at, I think if you're Louisville, they want to have these corners bail out of here. But if not, you have one-on-one shots on the outside. Can't score a 99-yard touchdown without throwing it.
Shotgun in his own end zone. And that's pace to give him clearance. This week in Matt's soapbox. Why are you putting your true freshman in the shotgun in the end zone?
Because that's all he's done in his career.
We saw them take snaps under center.
They practice quarterback sneaker, a couple things right there in case they need it. But this is what he's done in high school. This is what he's comfortable doing here.
All right. 2 yards. Shotgun. Pace behind him. Washington in motion. Pace cuts back. Ball is out again. And the official runs in and rules him down. I smell perhaps our first.
The ruling on the field is the runner was down. 3rd down.
I think he was down.
Yeah, you could see his
down.
Glute hit the turf. So that was a gain of 3.
The runner was down. The previous play is under further review.
All right, we're going to take a look at it. Our rules official, Matt Austin. He is with us in studio. Matt Austin, what do you see here?
Well, I thought the officials got it right the first time. It looked like his knee and his thigh hit the ground before the ball came out. I haven't had a real good shot of the ball to see if that might have been moving a little before the knee came down. But I think the officials got it right, and I think this is going to be confirmed to be the runner down.
This should be pretty quick in terms of reviews.
Yeah.
Pretty simple call in terms of reviews, Matt Austin. By the way, good having you in the booth tonight.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
You know, you talk virtually all the time.
All the time.
Matt.
I'm not used to being this close to Matt.
Yeah.
Without someone holding me back on the side.
Review, the ruling on the field stands. 3rd down.
There we go. Matt Austin, you got it right. You're allowed. You're allowed.
Matt's 1 for 1. That's why he's the professional.
Yeah, but there's a reason we put Matt Austin on the opposite side of you.
Well, usually someone's holding me back when I'm trying to talk to Matt. Like, get back on the sideline.
You go in Austin. He's a teammate tonight, not an adversary. So third and medium, about 3rd and 5, pinned deep. Big play here. Empty backfield, quick shot. Malik trying to get the yardage, and he's going to come up short. Jalen Olderman after a gain of 2. And now we had talked about Louisville wanted to play defense and flip the field. They've just done it.
And that's why you do it. That's the type of team they are, and they're comfortable in doing it. Hey, we're going to pin you deep. We're going to let our defense go play, and we're going to play the field position game.
30-second timeout.
So Louisville's going to take their first timeout of the half.
Please set the clock to 3:06. Thank you.
All things considered. So 3:06 left in the second quarter as we now get a quick word from Duluth Trading Company. Here's Marty Smith.
At a tailgate full of obnoxious, adorable fans rooting for the other team, even the score by making them jealous. Show them your Max Flex Duluth free swinging flannel. Works every time. Back to you.
Marty, thank you. So it has been run game, special teams, and defense as Kevin Coleman situated at his own 50. Daniel Sparks. In his end zone, it's blocked! Touchdown, Louisville! How about Jimmy Callaway? You play some defense, you pin him deep, you get a blocked punt and a touchdown. What a momentum swing here at the end of the first half.
Absolutely. This is old school football right here.
You could see it developing the second it was snapped. Extra point attempt is good.
They got closer earlier in the game, so you're encouraged to come after it right now. This is why you play defense, pin people deep, and big special teams play. Jimmy Callaway, the wide receiver. See right there, getting sneak, coming off, fighting through the block to get in there. It was actually D'Angelo Hutchinson gets the hand on it. Watch, just reach the hand out there, right to the block spot, we call it. As you go practice that play right there. The block spot, as you go to practice on all punt block drills, is where the punter is going to punt the ball from. And you want to reach one hand out there and get that hand on the ball. He does, and we talk about old school football. And too many people, right, looking at analytics. And when am I going for it on fourth down? When am I doing this? Jeff Brom comes in. We're going to play defense. We're going to run the ball. We're going to punt to pin you deep instead of going for it from midfield and create a big special teams play to extend the lead to 14-0.
And what I love about that, too, Callaway, a receiver, he's like, that's the easiest reception I've had in my life. And I think it was teed up for me. And now Louisville in a first half where, as you said, some punts, some running the ball, they use special teams to now go up 14-0. That's the first punt blocks for Louisville for a touchdown, or for punt blocks since 2018, and for a touchdown since 2013.
Well, you have a team, you say, the team that plays with confidence, to say, okay, everybody that's tuning in saying, hey, well, this team's number 11 in the country. How do they get there? And this is how they do it. They're going to come out. They're going to play defense. They're pushing 10 quarters now without giving up a touchdown. They can run the ball, and they're going to wear you down over 4 quarters.
They haven't given up a touchdown, as I said earlier, since October 14th. It's November 9th. And a first down for Virginia. Can they get something going? Design run for Colandrea. There's a crease for Colandrea and a first down for Virginia. So now here's the key, Coach. You get the big play. They've gotten them in the first half, but then they kick themselves.
Yeah, and they have to continue to execute right now. And they have plenty of time. They've been tempo offense, so it's not even a 2-minute drill. It's run your offense.
Gain of 14. There's the tempo. Quick shot out of the backfield, and again a big play for Virginia. Paris Jones, starting tailback for 6 of the games, and now with 3 timeouts, here come the Hoos.
Yeah, that's what tempo does for you. Quick spot corner flat, but the defense was not lined up, and you left the tailback uncovered.
Colandrea looks right, has to come back to his left, middle of the field, open. That was a good look at what this true freshman's capable of. Sackett-Wood Jr. back from injury. How about that for 12?
A really good job of sliding in the pocket, but keeping his eyes downfield.
Tempo again, play fake again. Colandrea just throws it away. It's almost as if, as TJ Quinn provided the pressure, it's almost as if the block punt woke up Virginia and it was like, what? We got to do something.
Yeah, let's go make plays. And, you know, when you have a young freshman, Colandrea, you watch him making good decisions, even throwing the ball away. If it's not there, just throw it away. The coaches talked about that, is sometimes he holds the ball trying to think something's going to happen. Hey, if it's not there, throw it away, play the next play.
That Colandrea's first incompletion of the game. 9 of 10, 97 yards. Can they get points to start? A 2-for-1. Here comes Colandrea. Worth noting, Virginia starts with the ball in the second half, so this would be big.
Huge drive. Anytime that's the situation, you want to get points on the board.
I mean, they are going at a breakneck pace. Hollins tackled short. So now you're Tony Elliott. You've got to make a decision here.
And I think if you're Tony, you're trying to take points.
So you kick the field goal.
You get the ball to start the second half. Let's get some momentum. Let's get 3 points on the board. We get the ball to start the second half. Don't come away empty-handed here. He's going to let it run down and take the timeout.
There you go. Use the timeout.
Yeah.
This is my point of the game where I tell you what the analytics say.
Their first and a half, 30-second timeout.
Look, you're dead on, because let's set this up for a minute. When you're Virginia, you've tried to get something going, and every time you have, there's been a penalty, there's been a turnover, there's been something playing behind the chains. You know you get the ball in the second half.
Yeah, and you're looking. That's why Tony let the clock run down. Eat up some more of the time. Louisville's strength's not a 2-minute offense right now. So if you can say, hey, basically final possession half, we're going to kick a field goal, maybe get up 14-3, right? Make it 14-3 at half. Let's get a good drive to start the second half. Possibly get in 14-10, and we have ourselves a ball game.
And there's a big difference between, and it's 14-3 doesn't sound great. It sounds a lot better than 14-0.
Yeah, and it's building confidence for everybody on your sideline.
Will Bettridge on from 42. He does elect to go for the field goal. And now the Cardinals are going to burn one of their timeouts.
Timeout. Louisville, their second and a half, 30-second timeout.
I'm so proud of the football coaches tonight. The computers. The computers are taking a big defeat early on.
There are more coaches than computers tonight.
It's odd, but maybe the human element means something. We see the intensity out of Jeff Brom.
But in different situations, interesting. It looked like Louisville was coming after it right there. So a lot of times, possibly in this situation, if you have a fake that is designed against a certain blitz look, this is the time you could go with it. I still think you just try to walk away with the points right here.
Bettridge had his career-long field goal of 47 against Louisville. This from 42. Snap clean. Kick on the way. No good. And that's where now you don't want to second-guess the decision, but not to come up with any points there is a backbreaker for Virginia.
Well, again, and I don't second-guess the decision. I think it was the right decision. But it's, again, Virginia's going to be able to come back, and they're going into halftime saying, hey, we've done some really good things in this first half, but every time we've hurt ourselves, there's situations that we've controlled and mistakes that we've made that has cost us falling behind 14-0 here in the first half. And, you know, they got to make sure they get out of here, make sure it's nothing worse than 14-0 here at halftime. Louisville might be conservative right here.
Tony Elliott kept telling us, is my program strong enough to bounce back from the negative? We'll see now in this final drive and then going into the second half, as he talked about being conservative. That's a quick shot to Thrash for 2. Cohen King there.
Yeah, and they threw the quick screen, see if they can get a hit or catch him into a blitz. Possibly try to run and see if you crease one.
They're content here. Although when you've got Jawhar Jordan, he's a home run waiting to happen. Brought down by Chico Bennett Jr. And Brom is going to use that third and final timeout. So look, first half, assess the first half from what you've seen out of Louisville tonight.
Louisville.
I think they're very comfortable in what they've done and what their plan is, which is we're going to be a physical football team that runs the ball and plays defense. And we're going to rely on our defense and a running game.
Yeah, if you're a fan looking at the helmets and the uniforms tonight for Louisville, Adidas put out these uniforms, the ghost uniforms.
These are some glow in the dark, right?
These are my favorite uniforms Adidas has done. They do. They glow in the dark. So I can't turn off the lights, or what are we going to do?
Maybe at the fourth quarter they'll shut the lights down and do one of those songs, and the team will be glowing from the sidelines. Be pretty cool. But you know, the all black look for Louisville is pretty cool, and this situation right here again. You have a home run, as you said, as you mentioned. Jawhar Jordan's a home run, and they have home run hitting backs. You hand one off, you get an explosive play, possibly try to get into field goal range and hit one right before the half.
That qualifies as a bunt single.
Yeah.
And a first down, so the clock will stop. Let them set.
And now you maybe let your quarterback, hey, we're going to take one shot.
Properly spot the ball now. Clock running. Plummer. Left. Throws left. And that's Chris Bell. We'll see what kind of hurry Louisville has after 9.
We're going to run out of time here possibly on this one.
Play gets off. Just a dump down out of the backfield. That's Jordan. And that will be the end of the first half. So the 11th ranked team in the college football playoff been sustained with the drive. We've seen some big plays out of them and their young quarterback, Anthony Colandrea. They just haven't been able to put together a drive now. As we take a look at tonight's game flow brought to you by Progressive. And as I said moments ago, Coach, it's been the defense, it's been the special teams, it's been Louisville football.
And that's what they've been all year long. You look, getting up the field, getting the pressure. Gelati, their sack master, keeping Virginia behind the chains, creating turnover. They're +7 turnover ratio on the season. And then make the plays unselfishly. As a team, make the plays on special teams. And that's what they're able to do when Jimmy Callaway, the receiver, comes in and catches the blocked punt in the end zone for a touchdown.
Just 30 yards rushing for the Cavaliers in the first half. Ball starts at the 25-yard line. Incomplete. Malachi Fields intended storm duck on the coverage. And we talked about the Louisville defense, now 10 straight quarters without allowing a touchdown. That's the longest streak since 1972.
Yeah, and you know what they do? They show a lot of different looks. They're going to play man. They're going to disguise their zones. Give you a lot of different looks in the secondary.
2nd and 10. They give up the middle and a flag on the play. 5 penalties for Virginia in the first half.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense, number 24. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And that's a big one on Louisville's defense.
Yeah, and we haven't seen that much tonight. It's Virginia hurting themselves behind the chains. You see the linebacker right here, just off the blitz and trying to fight off the block. Got his hands high, caught up in the helmet right there. Really easy for the umpire to call right in front of him at the point of attack.
Not a good call now, 1st and 10. When you come out and you miss a field goal for no points in the first half, how important is that first drive, 3rd quarter, when you've been able to move the ball?
Well, it's usually, you're trying to find confidence. You're trying to find where's the positive in what's going on. We're doing things well, but where's the positive result?
Colandrea, play fake, looking deep, has a receiver. What a throw to Malachi Fields. And I'll tell you what, we've been bragging on this Colandrea true freshman all night. That was a dime for 40 yards.
And it's a double move on the outside, little hitch and go, and Colandrea just drops a dime on the outside as they sprint to get back up on the ball.
Storm duck beat in coverage. Again, this has been the story throughout the night. Virginia moves the ball. They can't come up with anything, but now they're in a good position here to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Colandrea, when we've seen him come in a couple times, thought, wow, this guy's exciting. You're watching him run around and look talented. I'll tell you what tonight, he's looking like a quarterback, decision-making, accuracy, throwing the ball, not forcing things. He's really growing up out here on the field tonight.
Perhaps a bright spot in a 2-7 year for Tony Elliott and his team. Can you build around this young player? Second down. Colandrea left to the end zone. Overthrows his intended receiver. That was Fields. Let's go down to Harry.
Guys, I caught up with Tony Elliott coming out of the locker room. He said our defense has been playing great. He praised them and said that they're going to be a big reason for them in getting back to this game. But the key, he said, building and sustaining and most importantly, finishing drives.
There you go. Finishing an opportunity to score. And Harry, that's a great point with the defense. Louisville's only scored 7 points offensively. The other was via special teams.
Absolutely. And this is a tough third down here in this situation right now because your field goal kicker just missed. You know, so you're thinking, do I want to put him right back out if we don't convert, or am I thinking I'm in 4-down territory? And that can affect your play call right here. They have man-to-man coverage.
Hollins in the backfield. Colandrea across the middle. Was that intercepted? It was. Unbelievable play by Devin Neal.
Is an interception.
Who was on Malik Washington. And the Virginia red zone woes continue.
And they knew they had man-to-man coverage. He went to his favorite target, Malik Washington, led him. But what a great play by Neal. The free safety coming down to help in man-free coverage and stealing the ball away. Look at him reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the ball.
I mean, that's incredible.
And just takes it right away from Washington, the leading receiver in the ACC.
What did Ron English tell us? We have pride in being dominant. He wanted that ball to Neal, and he got it, so 1st and 10, no points again for Virginia. Flag to start the play. Plummer, the quick pitch outside to Jordan. Cardinals there to corral him, and they take a loss on 1st down. Jonas Sanker there, penalty pending.
And this is going to be offsides on an alignment, and again, Virginia making a big play to help themselves and then shooting themselves in their foot.
Offside. Defense, number 10, lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
You can just see it with Virginia trying to sustain their momentum. 17 takeaways this season for the Cardinals. That is best in the ACC. And if you look big picture with where this team's going, again, a win tonight, and North Carolina lost Saturday to Duke. They're in the ACC championship game against Florida State. And right now, the formula is pretty simple for Louisville. It's Plummer, quick shot outside, and a 1st down, and a move. Jaden Thompson, some yak. After a catch and a gain of 17, Sam Westfall missed the tackle.
Yeah, and as you said, there's nobody jumping up and down saying, hey, let's play Louisville. They're hard to score on. Great defense, one of the best defenses in the nation. They run the ball and eat up clock, and they're efficient in the passing game.
Plummer off the fake. Incomplete. Chris Bell had his man beat, and a flag on the play. They were taking a shot at the true freshman, Dre Walker.
Holding. Defense, number 90. 10-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
That on Jameer Carter.
And another defensive successful play and self-inflicted wound by Virginia right here. And defensive holding is not always called all the time, but then you're going to look. What happens is they're going to try to grab offensive linemen to open up windows. Huh? I don't know about that one. I thought he was just trying to fend off the block. That was a lot of times, you know, when they're running twists or picks, I didn't like that call.
Neither did Tony Elliott. And our rules analyst Matt Austin was taking a look at it. That's Jawhar Jordan up for 7. Jonas Sanker there. You look at this team, and the story with Virginia, they've had 4 games decided by 3 points or less. They're 2-7. They're not going to make a bowl. If you're watching this game, you're kind of seeing how some of those outcomes have manifested themselves with being in a football game and unable to take advantage of opportunities.
And Tony Allen has a young football team that he's trying to build the program on.
While Plummer takes a shot over the middle of the field. That's going to be a first down and more. Kevin Coleman for 17.
Just look, there's a little RPO right there, and Coleman runs the slant, gets inside. The backer steps up, the linebacker inside, steps up to take the run. And that's Plummer's game. You know, you see if he has a weak spot, it's some deep shots and inaccuracies, throwing the ball down the field. But his underneath stuff and his efficiency, that's where he's been really good the last couple of weeks.
You know, we talked about him not taking deep shots. Coming into the game, he led the ACC in yards per reception. He's sitting back and just doing that.
Yeah. And the deep shot, he does have a lot of them, but when you can run the ball and you have some talented receivers outside, they're going to make plays for you. But if you look over the last several weeks, they said they threw the ball over 50 times against Pitt, and that was not, they realized we're not putting our guys in the position to be successful. Not a great weather day. We turned it over several times. The only game of the year they've lost the turnover battle, and they lost the game. And they said, let's get back to who we are. As you see, run the ball, get up under center in the I formation. You don't see this in football, and defenses don't see this much anymore.
9 different players have caught a pass. Play clock down. 2, 1, off. Jawhar Jordan can't get anything going. Yeah, I would love to do, you know what, let's bring in the analytics people. Give me a percentage of teams that are running under center I-back formation in college football. There's some analytics I want.
Yeah. I don't have all the paperwork in front of me, Matt. I'm going to go with 1.
Love it. The book says.
I mean, here, I-twins. This is defenses
so
you used to start off with this formation and drawing this up. They don't anymore. This is kind of a foreign offense now.
And it's a play fake. It's Plummer. Oh, it shouldn't be foreign because that was a good ball play drawn up, but it was just dropped by Jaden Thompson.
And Jaden Thompson's in for Jamari Thrash that has been banged up and had some injuries right there. And they're looking for the young receivers. Thrash has been, I'd say he's the second leading receiver in the ACC. He's been their go-to guy. And the coaches are kind of, they're wondering who the next go-to guy is. Everybody's kind of even after that. They need someone to step up to be the next go-to receiver for them.
Thompson, a transfer from Cincinnati. Now 3rd and 11. Thrash back in. Jordan off the right side. Tries to make a cut. Virginia's defense caught up with him. And now there's a little extra activity on the Virginia sidelines. Jonas Sanker. I don't see flags yet.
I don't see why. Good thing cooler heads are prevailing. Both teams. You just walk away. He was wrapped up. I think they were driving him back. Let's see.
Yeah, I think it was more of a momentum play.
Let's see. Maybe some of the guys coming in late I don't like to see.
Matt, what do you see?
You know, Coach, I see what you're talking about. He did drive him back, but again, he didn't throw him to the ground once they got out there. Yes, he carried a little far, but does it rise to the level of a foul? I don't think so.
Yeah. And it's good to see the cool heads prevail both sidelines. Just get everybody out of the way and let's keep playing.
Brock Travelstead on from 35 yards. Travelstead no good. So again, anytime Louisville has the chance offensively, this unheralded Virginia defense who's been near the bottom of the ACC, just about every statistical category, finds a way to not let up points. We still have a ball. Louisville continues with miscues, up 14-0. Now the last possession, Virginia had it inside the 20. Then the defense made another play. Couldn't come up with any points, so here's Colandrea and the Cavaliers at the 20. Taking a shot, has a receiver wide open, and another big play for Virginia. That was Kobe Pace out of the backfield for 28.
He's their best receiving running back. coming out of the backfield. Great play action. See the attention Malik Washington draws when he goes in motion.
Pace.
Everybody trying to stop him.
He leads all ACC running backs with 3 receiving touchdowns. Offense is going to bring in some players. Defense an opportunity to shift. They don't. 1st and 10. 48-yard line. Pace remains in the backfield. Colandrea designed to run, and every time Colandrea's had a run, he breaks one. Gain of 22. Jackson Hamilton brings him down.
And inches away right there from breaking that to the end zone. As they're running fast now, they want to get right back up on the ball.
Yeah, quick shot dropped. Colandrea, their leading rusher, with 54 yards. And here's the area of the field again. Big play.
Drop.
And stall. Correct.
It is. You know, in a team that's struggled at times and been in close games, you know, coach had talked about it. Hey, there's several plays, about 7 plays that'll define the difference in a game. The problem is you don't know when they are. And keeping the focus and maturity to do the simple things right every play.
Again, the Cardinals defense has not given up a touchdown in 10 quarters. Can Colandrea and Virginia snap it? J.R. Wilson out route for 6. They're getting right up to the ball. 3rd down. Colandrea. Caught. Malik Washington.
A great catch, Watt. 3rd down, you know, and their 3rd down, you're going to find your guy you're comfortable with. And that's Malik Washington. Look at him, the hand snatching that ball, framing it up, getting a foot down.
They marked him short. 4th down. And it looked like Pace got the line to gain before the Louisville defense caught up with him.
Yeah, they ran up the ball, snapped it quick right there, John, before they could get set defensively. And you saw he got the 1st down pretty easily, it looked like to me. There it is,
Ball
right, you see.
Clearly across, yeah. So can Virginia end this drive with points?
They need to right now. And they're getting to the point where you are going to sit there and say, we can't settle for a field goal. We need to get a touchdown on this drive.
Pace in the backfield. Fields in motion. Colandrea looks left. Comes back to his right. Makes a man miss. There goes Colandrea. I tell you what, we talked about the Johnny Manziel comparison as he goes flipping into the stands. Hey, look at him.
Yeah. But it's a good decision right there. He was looking for the receiver up the seam, didn't like the coverage tight. Coach said he was forcing things too many times. He's got to realize when a play's not there.
So 1st and goal. Pace. Brought down by Desmond Tell. A loss of 1. Where's your playbook here with goal to go?
I think right now you're having your most success. Spread people out. Let Colandrea run around and make some plays. You know, if spread people out, let him. He's done a great job making decisions in the throw game. And if it's not there and you spread it out, he has a lot of field to work with to run the football and make something happen.
Again, no touchdowns in 10 quarters by the Louisville defense. An end around. Is Malik going to throw it? He does. Incomplete. Devin Neal was there, intended for Grant Mish. Now, when I said the whole playbook was open, I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, they went right to the reverse. I think they're pressing, trying to score a touchdown. The key to reverse and trick plays is not what they are, it's when you call them. I think they're kind of hurrying to get those plays called the scoring plays when your success has been, let's spread everybody out, let Colandrea read the field, he's make good decisions, and if it's not there, he takes off and makes something happen.
I'm with you thinking this could be 4 down, got to go for it, as Jeff Brom's trying to get a timeout, and he does. He was running down the sidelines, pretty animated. So Virginia, 9 plays,
the 1st of the half.
72 yards. Can they end with points? It's been one of those games for them. 3rd and goal, we'll come back.
40% off at Chewy. Total by Verizon is wireless that goes
deal because of turnovers.
Yeah, you look at them on the reverse right there. Didn't go their way. They got down in the red zone on 3rd down. And great play. And they had the punt block to give up the score to make it 14-0. Louisville's played really well. About the only mistakes they've made all night were in their field goal team. They fumbled a snap. They missed a field goal. But some of those has kept the game a little bit closer. And this is a huge opportunity for Virginia right now. 3rd and goal. They got to spread it out and let Colandrea make some plays right here.
So this is the 10th play of the drive. 3rd and goal. Colandrea is accounted for 239 of the team's 242 yards. Colandrea runs, looks downfield, keeps it, reaches down, ball's loose. He tried to extend the ball to the pylon. Virginia fortunate enough to recover. That's the first freshman thing I've seen him do is Mike Hollins fell on it, and now you've got 4th and goal.
And you see him just trying to make a play, knowing it's 3rd down, reaches the ball out. I think he might have been down. I think he might have been down right there. I think he was down.
Yeah, I think Matt Austin's given us the yes, he was, but ball spotted at the 1, 4th and goal.
He could be spotted there either way. Looks like Tony Elliott's going to take a timeout just to.
So had that.
It was interesting. They were getting under center. They were getting under center for you there, Matt. They were getting under center for you.
It's in the playbook. So had that been ruled a fumble, we think it would have been overturned because it looked like Colandrea was down.
Well, the interesting one is it changed the spot if he was down. And does it move it, where that spot was, it was recovered. The ball was recovered by Virginia. I'm not sure whether they're giving him the spot being down or where the ball was recovered.
You got a big back here in Mike Hollins. Stout, 5'9", 204. Kobe Pace, 5'10", 215. These are 2 big backs.
Yeah, and
you could.
But this is Louisville territory right here. They love stop the run. They are a aggressive run-stopping physical defense. The situation. Hey, these are situations you practice them year-round. They're in stretch, middle of stretch sometimes. You're flexing, warming up in practice. Head coach is going to run down and say, put the ball at the 1-yard line. Offense, defense, go. Make something happen.
All right, replay confirmed the spot. So we'll see what Virginia, are they going to go tush push? Looks that's how they're lined up. 19 is in at quarterback. Play gets off. There were bodies moving around. Our pets' heads were falling off.
So I think what they're going to do here, let me announce it here.
There is no play. The defense has to have a chance to match up. Still 4th down.
So they have a chance to substitute.
Yeah, you can't rush to the line and substitute. Yeah, you can't rush to the line without giving the defense a chance to substitute coming out of a timeout. So that's a good call by the officials.
And you saw the officials coming in trying to stop the play beforehand.
And
they changed quarterbacks, didn't see it.
Yeah, Grady Brosterhouse in at quarterback. 4th and goal. Now they're going to hand it off to the outside. Virginia gets in. Jack Greasy. And the Virginia Cavaliers finally finished a drive. And it's who we all thought, Jack Greasy.
Yeah. They went in to show the quarterback sneak, show the same look, fake the quarterback sneak. Louisville all pinching inside to stop it, and hand it off to Greasy to get around the edge.
11 plays, 80 yards, but more importantly, here in Louisville, we have a 1-score game. And you wonder if Virginia knowingly showed the quarterback sneak just to set it up to Greasy.
They could have right there, but great execution. It maybe didn't look pretty, but Colandrea loves it. They're back in the game.
First touchdown allowed by that stout Louisville defense in 11 quarters, and it was by Jack Greasy, the grandson of Bob Greasy and the nephew of Brian Greasy, a walk-on. What a story. And we have a game now, 14-7. And Coach, you and I were talking at the break. Virginia has been in more games than they haven't this year at their 2-7 record. 4 games decided by 3 points or less.
Yeah, and it's Tony Elliott's trying to build the program. That's tough. And you're looking at James Madison, excellent team. NC State is a really solid team at Boston College. The overtime loss at Miami. You know, that as a coach trying to build the program, you're looking and say, we're so close so many times. What do we need to do to get over that hump? And that's making the big play at the right time.
Jawhar Jordan, rather, in the backfield. It's a play fake, and it's picked off. Cam Robinson, the true freshman, ties the game.
We said they need to make the big play at the right time, and Cam Robinson, the true freshman linebacker, steps up and makes that big play at the right time for him.
Unbelievable turn of events. Cam Robinson injured a week ago. They weren't even sure if he could go tonight. And he picks off Jack Plummer, and we're an extra point away from 14-all here in the third. That is unbelievable. The true freshman, they have gushed about this kid and what he's been able to do. And he made the play of the night for this defense and has played well.
And it's off play action. He doesn't see him. He's trying to hit the backside receiver coming across on the naked pass. The over route coming from the backside, and he just doesn't see Cam Robinson sitting right there in front of him. Makes the interception, and the Jack Plummer side, the one thing they said, he's made some key errors at different times during the year. That's one of them, and that can bring life to a team that's looking for that spark.
We just had 2 touchdowns in 10 seconds.
After not giving one up since, when did you, sometime in
October 14th. It was pre-Halloween. You see Colandrea is like, hey, we've got a new football game. This thing flipped in a matter of seconds. We had just got done telling the Tony Elliott story when we met with him earlier this week. I flat out asked him, I said, what's the difference between winning those games that were 3 points or less? He said it's finding a way to make a play when you need it.
And you don't know when that play's coming. And he said, sometimes these guys are pressing to make the play. I got to make the big play, coach. And he said, that's not what it is. It's consistently making the regular plays. And what you'll find out, you consistently make the regular plays, the big play will fall into you. And you saw that from Cam Robinson sitting right underneath the over route. The big play fell right into his lap.
Candidly, you and I have been discussing in and out of break about how Virginia, you could argue, has played up to the level of Louisville, if not outplayed them tonight. The scoreboard just didn't reflect it. Now we got a tie ball game with Guerendo in the backfield. Plummer, nothing. Sanker had 10 tackles against Georgia Tech. That one for a loss of 3.
And he's their safety, and he leads the ACC in solo tackles, and you see him running up, making the play right there in the solo tackle, make that stop on the zone read.
Now 2nd and 13 after the loss. Plummer setting up the screen. That was dangerous. Intended for Guerendo. Tavon Kyle was there, and now it's 3rd and 13.
And these are situations Louisville's not used to being in right now. They've been playing with a lead, running the ball, controlling the tempo of the game. And now here they are having to put a drive together late in the 3rd quarter.
Moved up to 11th in the latest college football playoff rankings. Trying to punch a spot in the ACC championship game as the season winds down, and so does Plummer. Paul Akire with the sack, so we have a touchdown, a pick six, and a 3-and-out by Virginia.
And you see the excitement, the energy coming on that sideline. And a great job inside right here, trying to get pressure off. You get into these third down and you get in that pass rush situations, the ends get up the field. Great job collapsing the pocket inside, forcing Plummer up into the pocket.
Brady Hodges to punt to Ethan Davies. Not the best punt, but a good bounce. And a favorable roll. And this game has flipped. We wonder if this will be an opportunity for Virginia to grab the lead, as this season, for every field goal and extra point made by participating universities, All-State will make a contribution to the university's General Scholarship Fund. Thank you, All-State. And you wonder if those All-State Good Hands nets are going to be a factor here at the end. We've seen field goals missed tonight.
Yeah, I don't think either team wants to come down to the field goal.
And now
but
Anthony Colandrea, this true freshman, comes back on the field for a tie ball game. Pressure comes, designed run. Colandrea, the leading rusher. Colandrea with a cut. Gelati has to chase him down, and this true freshman is showing up.
And then
right 19.
Right back on the ball with the tempo, and well, he is their offense right now.
And he's doing it well. A play fake. Flag on the play. Intended for Malik Washington.
A bunch of collisions there in the secondary with Fields trying to get deep and clear things out. Let's see which way it goes.
Holding. Defense, number 11. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's Cameron Kelly. He actually transferred from North Carolina to Virginia. Spring ball at Virginia, now at Louisville, facing his former team.
That's the one I don't like in a transfer portal right there.
Oh, yeah, we get into the portal all night long. Sixth penalty. Another penalty on the play. That was Paris Jones. They gave us a wrong number on the penalty. That was Storm Duck, who officially got the penalty on him.
Holding. Offense, number 54. 10-yard penalty. First down.
And they give it right back. And a holding. And an 8th penalty now on Virginia.
Yeah, just trying to run the outside zone, it looked like there. And just a little grab right there at the point of attack, grabbing the jersey to let him get outside. And it's big for Colandrea. I love this. Spread it out. Let him make the plays. If it's not, the throw's not there, he's made good decisions. Let him take off and run.
265 total yards for Colandrea on the night. Quick shot left side. Malik Washington, the receiver. Quickly brought down by Quincy Riley. This got fun quick.
Yeah, you've seen it that way all night. It's just little errors slowing Virginia down, but now playing with confidence and a young quarterback in Colandrea. That's an exciting player.
2nd and 17. Approaching the 1-minute mark in the third quarter. Malik Washington down in the slot. Colandrea, pressure, incomplete, another flag. Gelati was on the pressure.
Holding. Offense, number 54. 10-yard penalty, second down.
So Blake Steen, second play in a row where he's been called for holding.
Yeah. I say just grab. I mean, he's got the tough matchup against Gelati right there. Just try to grab and take him down, and it is, you know, this is the issue. This is where Virginia's struggled this night, is they have great plays, put themselves behind the chains. I want to be smart right here. Let Colandrea make something happen. Be smart. You don't have to get it all. Get something. Get some positive things right.
He got back in the game at 14 all. It's 2nd and 27. They're just going to do a quick shot out of the backfield, see if they can't get some yards back. Ball is back out. It's scooped up. Malik Washington. Scoop and score.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by Virginia and then a touchdown.
So Virginia has taken the lead on the Malik Washington scoop and score, but there is an injured player on the field. Here's a replay, and you hear coaches talk about the ball bouncing your way.
Well, the ball, you know what? I always say this as a coach. You know what? Who the ball bounces to? Guys that play really hard, and that's Washington that plays hard. Let's see this. Ooh.
And that's Paris Jones, who's down on the field.
He's the guy that fumbled it right there. That collision.
We don't want to
helmet right on helmet.
We don't want to take anything away from the touchdown, but we do want to be sensitive to what's going on the field. As they're going to bring out the medical cart immediately. So Paris Jones had the ball, fumbled it. We had the violent collision. Malik Washington picked it up and went 52 yards. And now both teams, it is silent in this stadium. So quickly a game can change, and that's the least you can see of Virginia's concerns. Coach, you had said the collisions, helmet-to-helmet collision that candidly you're not following because of the play that happened, which is Malik Washington scooping and scoring. And now looking back, you see Tony Elliott, our offensive coordinator, rather Des Kitchens, with Colandrea.
Well, in the one thing you looked back right away and you saw the people that do the doctors and they saw that hit, the immediate attention, medical attention on both staffs going on when they saw that situation happen to immediately get there to help them on the field.
All right, we're going to step away for 1 minute. We'll keep you updated here on Paris Jones as Virginia has just grabbed the leather. Virginia players on their knees praying for Paris Jones is after he fumbled that ball that was scooped and scored for a touchdown by Malik Washington. We saw the collision. We won't show the replay, but immediately while we were calling the touchdown, we looked back at the 40, and the trainers were on the field within seconds of Washington crossing the goal line.
Yeah, and you know, and that's where you appreciate when you come here and the coaches. This is as hard a thing as you go through for the teams and everybody. And you see those guys, and that's what they're trained to do. And you talk to the doctors. People's role during the game is when they see a big collision like that, all attention is on the player that was involved in that collision.
Mind you, when I say trainers were out there immediately, those were the trainers from the Louisville side.
Yeah, it does. When you see that, right. You could hear the hit on the field, and they immediately stay with that player, and immediately came onto the field to assist in the situation.
And this is a Virginia program who's been through so much over the past year. You just see the anguish on their faces We know what this team's been through. We know what these players have suffered. And now they see one of their brothers, one of their teammates down on the field. And I'll paint the picture as best I can inside the stadium when I say that it is absolutely silent. So while they continue to treat and care for Paris Jones, we're going to toss it back to studio for a couple of updates from Zubin Mehenti, but we will be right here. We'll keep you posted on Paris and whenever they get done taking care of him. But for now, we'll go back to Zubin.
Matt, thank you very much. You could just hear the gravity in Matt's voice, Coach Mullen's voice, as to what you just saw there. Hoping for the best there for Paris Jones. Again, we'll get you back to Louisville here in just a couple of seconds. In case you're just joining us or you happen to flip over in the aftermath of the play, let's just take one more look at it. I want you to kind of take a look at what happens right around the 40-yard line after the ball is snapped. We're going to take a look at it. Yeah. I think we've kind of decided maybe it's not worth showing, but right around the 40-yard line is when the collision happened. Probably a better choice to think, stop, and reflect. But it went down at the 40. Matt said you could hear a pin drop, complete silence. You guys have been out there. You've played at every level, all three levels. Have you been involved in something like this?
We've been involved with people that we've known, I think. At least I have. I haven't been involved directly to it, but I can tell you this, that as a player, there are injuries that happen in football, and you understand that. You know, you have a knee injury, maybe a catastrophic knee injury. You have, you know, all kinds of different injuries. And those are bad, but they're part of the game, and you can accept those. The problem is that when you've got a player hit like this, and there's potential way beyond just a joint being injured, there's potentially life-changing injury. It completely changes what you're thinking, and that's what these players are all thinking.
And you can see here the entire 85 for Virginia, plus the trainers, the coaching staff, the entire traveling party right there surrounding Jones. We send it back to Matt and Coach Mullen. Matt.
Zubin, guys, thank you. You see Paris has been loaded up onto the stretcher out there on the field. Both teams
are around him right now, and you just see the respect both teams have for all of that.
University of Louisville Hospital, just 10 minutes, just 3.8 miles away. And we look for any sign of movement, any sign of progress. And I think one of the toughest things in this collision violent sport is how you now go back out and continue to play an entire fourth quarter. And that's the honesty of the situation.
And it is hard, and it's, you know, because the guys love the game. They love the physicality of the game, and it's a physical game and what it stands for. And then when you have these scenarios, and it kind of brings the reality of the physicality of the game to everybody, it's hard. Both rosters of finding your way back, the respect that both teams have for all the players and everything you put into it. Find your way back into the game flow that has to start back up again.
And you don't want this on any Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. You don't want this to happen to any player that puts on a chin strap. But I feel for Virginia, and I feel for what this program and these players have had to endure over the last year. And now Paris Jones taken off the field. Again, to recap, he was the ball carrier. He fumbled it. There was a collision. Malik Washington took it 52 yards.
Please set the game clock to 41 seconds and the play clock to 25 seconds.
To take the lead on Louisville. But right now, everyone's concerned with Paris Jones, and we will do our best to keep you updated as we now have the extra point to take a 21-14 lead. Candidly, there's no way to transition from that.
No.
But Will Bettridge will get on for the extra point. And now 21-14 with 41 seconds left in the third. And now from a football...
It might take a couple plays. You
There you go.
even saw
I was
it
going
on
to ask
that.
you as a coach.
You just saw it if you watched that PAT field goal. You kind of saw just a little bit of a slower feel getting back into the game again of you know, that's a physical play, PAT field goal. Both sides kind of
I just don't know how
feeling it
you
out
do it.
and getting the feel of getting themselves back into this game.
If you're Tony Elliott, what could you possibly say? You've just taken the lead on the 11th ranked team in the country in the last 3 minutes and 34 seconds. You've scored 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, you're just looking at the guy saying, hey, you know, we can't control that situation. We're still out here playing the game. Let's try to get it together. Let's come together as a team right now. And he's in the best hands possible right here. You know, you have a great hospital right nearby. People are doing their job, taking care of them. Let's try to get focused and finish the game.
Yeah, and I want to take this opportunity as well as Matt Gagnyard's set to kick off to give absolute credit to the Louisville training staff, where Paris got hurt near their sidelines. For them to run out there so quickly and tend to him while Virginia's staff came out. There's a great team effort by both training staff to get to Paris Jones immediately after he was down. We had a flag on the play on the kickoff.
Outside, kicking team, number 21. 5-yard penalties added to the end of the play. First down.
So now if you're Virginia, you've grabbed the lead, 21-14. It was 14-0 to start the third quarter. They've reeled off 3 touchdowns in 3 minutes and 34 seconds.
And you got to get back focused. You got to get both teams. You got to get back focused, get back into the flow of the game, and focus on the activity on the field.
So Jawhar Jordan in the backfield, off the left side, and Jordan lowers his shoulder, and that's a nice gain on first down. Cohen King brings him out after 5.
And this is a big drive for Louisville right now after some mistakes that they've made, you know, with the great lead coming into at halftime. They gave up the touchdown drive, a pick 6, and then a 3 and out. They need to put a drive together right now.
Jordan again. For 3, and that'll be the final play of what was a third quarter pass to Malik Washington to take the 21-14 lead. So Jawhar Jordan in the backfield, Plummer to throw, has time, has a receiver, takes a shot, it's thrashed, and it's incomplete. And there's a flag on the play. That is Dre Walker, the true freshman. Thrash had him one-on-one.
Pass interference, defense, number 6, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Well, I'm an offensive guy. Look, he was trying to go play the ball, but he went through the receiver.
So our rules analyst, Matt Austin, here in the booth,
Yeah, Coach, you're exactly right. The receiver slowed down a little bit. The defender wasn't playing the ball as well as he could. Got into his back. I understand why the call was made. It's a tough one.
It's loved by Louisville and hated by Virginia.
That would have for sure gotten peak Mullen on Austin on the field.
But depends what sideline I was on.
True. So 1st and 10 after the penalty. Plummer, play fake, rolls out to his right, keeps his eyes downfield. Little pump fake got the defender to jump. And because of it, the nimble Jack Plummer, never used as an adjective for him, got him 5.
Yeah, and they were trying to go right back at Dre Walker, the true freshman, with a double move on the rollout. It wasn't there, and good decision right there by Jack Plummer to pull it down, get 5 yards, get positive yards, play the next play.
Tavon Kyle, he jumped. So 2nd and 5.
checking the play right here, getting them into the look they want, the play they want.
And that play is to Jawhar Jordan, one of the best running backs in the country. He comes up just short of the first down, brought down by the star true freshman Cam Robinson, who had the pick 6 to tie the game. Again, Cam was banged up last week. We were told prior to the game, we didn't know if he'd even play, and you see him come off the field again. But they weren't even sure he was just going to suit up. And here he is making plays all over the field.
Making the huge play right there and forcing another third down. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This is where, we say this with Jeff Brom, he's calling this play with 2 plays, 2 downs in mind.
Play fake, over the middle, thrash, first down Louisville. Play fake, got the defense to bite. Hardy there for the tackle, and a gain of 8 for the Cards.
And great play design with the motion to try to create matchups on the outside, a little RPO action. Little pick route, and he made, that's what, and they've talked about Plummer. That's one of the things he does. Gets him into the right place with checks and makes good decisions on his short, efficient passing game.
We talked about what's at stake for Louisville. You're going to learn right here, right now, if they've got championship attitude. Down 7 in the 4th quarter. Plummer to throw, quick shot out, first down. Good shot to Bell. That's 13. But after all of the momentum swayed to Virginia with 21 unanswered points, here come the Cardinals.
Yeah, and you watch that, the timing on the throw right there. Plummer making the throw right on time, right as he's about getting hit, right as you see his Bell's coming out of the break. Accurate throw to the outside on the outcut. Great timing. Great throw, great catch.
You've seen the roller coaster that is Plummer this season. Some good, some bad, but right now the good is Louisville driving as Jawhar Jordan tries to cut outside. Virginia's defense there. James Jackson, Cohen King swarming to the ball. Now second down.
Yeah, and Virginia's defense has responded all night and played really well. This is a situation. They want to come out. They get down to the red zone right here. As you get down to these situations, everyone's kind of bonded together, say, we got to hold them to a field goal.
Yeah, it's Louisville's defense that had held 5 straight opponents under 300 yards for a game, and right now Louisville's offense only 267. So to your point, it's been Virginia's defense playing strong. Plummer trying to change that. To the end zone, incomplete. Intended for Bell. Threw it high. The safety, Jonas Sanker, there with Cohen King.
And good play right there of keeping it high, and good play by the defense. Now, third down right now. Again, you're in situation. The issue is you're sitting here in a 3rd and 10 situation. Say, let's take a shot and see if we have it for the first down in the end zone. If not, trust Plummer to check it down, keep us in, don't give away points. We're in field goal range. The issue is we've dropped a snap on a field goal, and we've missed a field goal already. So the thought process, you want to not give it up to keep yourself in field goal range. So let's see if they take a shot to the end zone or a quick check down.
Yeah, the confidence in the kicking game right now for Louisville will be questioned. 3rd and 10. Time for Plummer. Over the middle of the field. It is tipped. And incomplete. That was hanging up just high enough to get picked off. But Plummer falls incomplete.
And you saw they ran a little high-low. Plummer, nice job, saw it, read it out right there.
Kevin Coleman had a chance to grab it off the deflection.
Almost another crazy play down here in the red zone.
So Brock Travelstead on from 35. And it's good.
No problems in the kicking game right now. That's all.
That was not a college kicker situation. Merely a routine in a game that's been anything but. 21-17. A big night in college football. We want to check in with Harry Lyles.
Guys, Paris Jones was loaded into an ambulance about 5 minutes after he was taken up the tunnel. Athletic director from Virginia, Carla Williams, was up there to greet him. She gave him a pat on the arm. He was not moving, but his eyes were open, and taken 10 minutes away here to the University of Louisville Hospital.
Harry, thank you. We'll continue to update as we gather information on Paris Jones. Here comes the true freshman, Anthony Colandrea, who has had a coming-out party on national television. His 4th start of the season, up 21-17. 15 of 20, 225 on the night. They're going to play fake it with him. Plants his back foot, takes a shot, wide open. Malik Washington, the ACC's leading receiver. That'll make it 5 consecutive games with 100 yards receiving for the transfer from Northwestern.
And he just runs that out and up down the sidelines. The DB jumps on the first one, and they sprint back up on the ball to go again.
There is tempo on this team, and there is belief they can pull off the upset. Mike Hollins, gain of 6. And this is a Virginia team that went into Chapel Hill and took down Drake May and the Tar Heels. And right now they've got momentum up 21-17.
And Des Kitchens, the offensive coordinator, he told us, they're going to let it go out here. They got nothing to lose. They're going to let it go in this game, and they certainly have. And Colandrea has stepped up big all night long.
Malik Washington, 7 receptions, 134 yards, and a touchdown as advertised. It's Hollins again. They're going to ram it right up with him, bring it up a 3rd and short. And how about this, the storyline with Virginia throughout the night? The big plays hadn't yielded any points. They pop one big from Malik, and now they have an opportunity, at least in field goal range, to again make this a touchdown game.
Yeah, but they want to get a touchdown. They want to put this ball in the end zone right now and finish another drive with a touchdown, making the big play.
3rd and 2, Kobe Pace in the backfield. The pitch look, Colandrea read it perfectly, and he gets a first down. I don't believe that this kid's a true freshman with some of the decisions he's making. He saw the pitch man read the running back. He kept it and got the necessary yardage for the first.
Great patience. It's a pitch look. He goes at it. Little nod on the pitch, ducks it up, knows where he's got to get to on the first down. I'll tell you what, he plays. When you look at freshmen go play, you see some of them make mistakes and errors. He's not playing like a freshman, but he has this energy and this passion and this hype. He is an exciting football player.
96 yards on the ground, 369 yards total. Pace and Greasy now in the backfield. 1st and 10, ball at the 15. Tony Elliott's going to call a timeout. Didn't like how that was developing.
Yeah, you saw him, I think, pointing to the wristband right there. That maybe they had the wrong play called or something wasn't right. They didn't want to make a mistake. This is too critical of a situation. Huge drive for both teams.
100 yards by this Louisville defense. They have been so dominant of late. And I don't know that anyone saw this coming out of Virginia tonight. They've got 381 total.
Yeah, both running games and over 100 rushing. They've held every 5 straight opponents under 100 yards rushing. But I tell you what, the young quarterback Colandrea, Malik Washington, we've always talked to other guys. He could be the top transfer portal guy in the country this year. The impact he's made to this offense.
Kobe Pace in the backfield. Malik was the motion man. Play fake, dropped. That was Jack Greasy, grandson of Bob Greasy, the walk-on who scored the touchdown earlier. Drops it, now 2nd down.
That touchdown really, it was the spark that got him going. But this is huge. Louisville has relied on their defense, as we've just shown, all year long. They're down in the red zone right here. They've been a great red zone defense all year long, and they need a stop right now to hold Virginia to, at best, a field goal attempt.
2nd and 10. Pace in the backfield. Washington in motion. They give to Pace. Nothing. And a late flag. And Louisville defender threw his hands up. And by that reaction, I have an idea where this way's going.
This would be a huge call. It would have been 3rd and long if there's no penalty.
They'll take their time discussing it. Marcus Woods, our referee tonight. 17 penalties in all.
There's no foul for unnecessary roughness.
There you go.
3rd down.
So they let it stand, 3rd and 9. They say nothing illegal done.
There's nothing to see here. Move on.
But at least they talked about it.
But here, 2 kind of conservative calls right there for Virginia again. I love spread it out, let Colandrea play.
You can see the sideline here. Tony Elliott and his staff not happy with the no call. So 3rd and 9, Coach. Playbook looks like
they're going to be coming after him right here. They're not going to sit back. They're going to come blitz him and make him get rid of the ball quickly.
It's going to be pace in the backfield. Colandrea's going to be pressured. You nailed it. They brought the pressure on the true freshman. Gelati has had a night. 4th sack on the night on a defense that coming in had 14 sacks in the last 3 games. And now it's on the Virginia kicking game to make this a 7-pointer.
Yeah, and Gelati's their playmaker. And you just see coming up the twist, the TE stunt inside, the speed of which he gets there, makes the sack, and that's what you expect your big players to make the plays at key moments of the game.
Will Bettridge, 38 yards, right hash. Bettridge, right down the middle.
Once we've called out the kickers, they said, hey, we'll see about that. No issues.
That's all they need. They're unique individuals. You just got to let them know. All you say is college kicker situation, and they drill it. Back to a 7-point game. Virginia on top. A November Classic 2023 season developing right in front of us is Virginia 2-7 on the year as a 24-17 lead. Midway through the 4th quarter, Guerendo going to bring it out. And a flag on the play. This game's gotten a little sloppy with the penalties down the stretch. There's been 17 tonight. I'll say this for Marvin Woods and his crew. They like to discuss things.
They get into details in what is going on.
All right, there is no foul for holding. First down.
And so we've done that routine twice. So you look at Virginia, that 3rd quarter that yielded 21 points for them. It all happened quick. The star freshman Cam Robinson ties it with the pick 6.
And that was right after the touchdown. They create a 3-and-out on the defensive side. The fumble off the catch picked up by Malik Washington, run for a touchdown, and 21 quick points for Virginia to take the lead.
That's how we got there. Guerendo play fake, Plummer outside. First down play, Chris Bell. After 9, Cohen King chased him out. We talked about Virginia throughout the year. There's a look at how we got to this point. 4 games decided by 3 points or less. Multiple opportunities in the first half, couldn't convert. But in the second half, it's been a different story. Plummer to Guerendo. And Louisville, we talked about it at the outset. They win tonight, North Carolina lost. They're playing the ACC championship game against Florida State. I think there's a lot of people out there perhaps a little bit surprised that Louisville's this good in year 1 of Jeff Brom. If you're a championship caliber team, then this is the drive you show it down 7 midway through the 4th quarter.
Absolutely, and it's on everybody.
A chance to show it for Plummer. Sets up the screen to Guerendo. Over the middle of the field, makes a man miss. There goes Guerendo. A big night a week ago. Cohen King brings him down. Here come the Cardinal. Gain of 21.
And that's the confidence you want to play in. And you look at it right now, Jack Plummer, a couple little mistakes, issues. Hey, but checks the ball down to his back, let him do the rest. And the confidence in Guerendo. These guys, they're sitting there saying, hey, we are a championship team. Let's put this drive together right now. Let's lead it, go down, tie the game, put our great defense back out there on the field. Let's find a way to make winning plays in the 4th quarter. That's what championship teams do.
So Cohen King down for Virginia. This second half has been unlike anything we've seen in a while as Cohen King gets up immediately.
And now the Virginia, we've talked about this on the flip side, and what Tony Ellitt's preaching to his team is when you're in these close games, it's 1 or 2 plays that make the difference. And we have got to come up and make those plays at key moments.
And this Virginia defense coming in, total defense in the ACC, they were 13. Rush defense in the ACC, 13. Scoring defense in the ACC, 14. Sacks, 14. But tonight, they've shown up in a big way.
They haven't. They need to come up, though, and make the defense have stood out all night long. They need to come up and make another stop on this big drive. Take that next step in Tony Elliott building this program.
Last week, 305 rushing yards and 5 TDs to Georgia Tech. Tonight, Louisville just 109 on the ground. Notable improvements all over for the Cavs, up 24-17. Plummer rolls out, wide open, touchdown. We talked about championship caliber team. And Amari Huggins-Bruce, first reception of the night, goes for 52 yards and an extra point away from a tie ball game. The 11th receiver to catch a pass tonight for the Cardinals. And coach, this one was big. Plummer to Amari Huggins-Bruce.
Yeah, and like we said, if you want to be a championship team, you got to make championship plays, and they did on that drive.
It is a good football game tonight. Malik Washington trying to make a play on special teams just past the 20-yard line. It looked the Louisville special teamers dove at the ball as if it came out. Nothing to see here. Ball at the 22-yard line. Coaches, take a look at that touchdown from the Cardinals.
Yeah, and if you look right here at Caleb Hardy, the freshman safety, he's got to get back to the middle of the field in a Tampa 2 look. And both other safeties split. You see him hauling down the middle of the field because he realized I've been on the play action and I'm supposed to be back in the middle in Tampa 2. Didn't get back in time, and an easy read for the quarterback for Jack Plummer to make that read and get it down the middle of the field for the score.
That a veteran quarterback in Plummer. What's the true freshman have in him? Colandrea. Quick play. Malachi Fields. That's a good way to start the drive at a first down. That's a gain of 14.
And I'll tell you what, Matt, in these situations, sit there like, you'd be worried. We got to put our true freshman out there in this situation. But I'm telling you what, I can't wait to see Colandrea handle this situation. He looks like he's been waiting for this moment all night.
Talk to me about clock management here. 6 minutes left if you're Virginia.
Listen, you'd like to say, hey, we'd love to take time off on this drive. But you know what? In the flow of the offense, you're playing a great defense that Louisville is. You have a freshman quarterback. He's been making plays. Run your offense.
Just play ball.
Just go play ball. We got to score. And let's not worry about anything, but let's just keep doing what we've been doing, being successful, letting Colandrea make his plays and find a way to score.
Virginia, 4 games decided by 3 points or less that they've lost. 2-7 on the year. Not going to be playing in a bowl game, but they came to play tonight. 2nd and 8. Colandrea. Across the middle of the field, that's Malik Washington, and the star receiver flag on the play. That's an obvious face mask on Storm Duck, so you can tack on extra yardage after the gain of 9.
Boy, Colandrea, the confidence, you saw those two. We saw them at the hotel last night. And as Malik Washington, as a veteran player right there.
Personal foul, face mask, offense, number 4.
Oh, 4.
Spot on the foul. Second down.
Wow.
I thought that one went the other way.
So both engaged. Matt Austin, rules analyst, what are you seeing here?
Well, 4 definitely had his hand on the defender's helmet. I don't see where he well, there might have been a little twist there. I thought, I was with you, I thought the defender had the receiver's face mask too, but I guess he did not.
And upon further review, Storm didn't grab his face mask at all. He grabbed the collar.
Yep.
Right under his collar.
That's a huge penalty in this game. From first down at midfield to 2nd and long. And this is the situations that the Louisville defense excels in.
Kobe Pace in the backfield. Colandrea again over the middle. Caught by Sackett-Wood Jr. Gets the yardage back to make it 3rd and 11. Just shy 3rd and 10.
They better pay attention where Ashton Gelati is on this play and possibly slide the protection his way. He's beat him with speed off the edge. He's beat him on the twist stunt inside. You better get some slide and get some help to where Gelati is in protection, because he's beating them up all game long.
Big play in this game. 3rd and 10. Colandrea. Incomplete. Tipped by Mason Reiger. They've been riding this defense all season. They needed them there and got the stop, did the Cardinals.
You see, they do slide the protection right there to Gillette. The center comes over to Gelati. That center comes over to help him out. But a great job right there. When you see the quarterback going to throw, you haven't got the pass rush. Get your hands up as a D lineman and see if you can get the tip.
Sparks now to punt. Devin Coleman at his 20, has a crease to the 30, closed quickly. Good special teams by Virginia to get down there. Punt of 44, return of 7, brought down by Trey McDonald. Start your Week 10 NFL Sunday with a countdown crew starting 10 Eastern. They'll have all the late breaking news, injury updates, and much more. Then on Monday, tune in as the Denver Broncos head to the upstate to take on the Buffalo Bills. Coverage starts 8 Eastern on ABC, ESPN, ESPN Deportes. Peyton and Eli back on ESPN2.
And here's the situation for Jeff Broughton, this offense. Great job on the last drive. We said, hey, championship teams do this. They did it to score. Now they have a chance to go down and win the game.
Guerendo. Chunk! Guerendo! Gone! No flags! Untouched. Louisville grabs the lead back. What a night.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 23. His first of the game. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kick. He's on the play as a touchdown.
All right, so Guerendo got a little bit of a little extra.
He got excited on that score right there.
You talk about scoring in bunches and the onslaught of 3 touchdowns and 3:34 for Virginia. That was the second touchdown in 2 minutes and 55 seconds for Louisville. This has been a basketball game of runs. Flag before the snap.
Make it a little more interesting here. Move it back 5 yards.
False start. Offense, number 97. 5-yard penalty. Untimed down.
So that's 5 yards. You'd still like to think, but it's college and they're kickers. Travelstead. All right, understood.
We called them out and they fixed their problem.
We did.
The kickers.
And another flag on the play. This is the 19th penalty of the game. These late penalties, you know what we have going on here, Coach? What's that? I'll let him call it.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, number 94, the first of the game. That 15-yard penalty is enforced on the kick.
Just handed it right back to him.
Look, this
15 yards.
This game is like a beautiful filet mignon at Jeff Ruby's, and what we're doing with these penalties, we're putting ketchup on it. Quit making a beautiful thing ugly.
It's a well-done steak. They're going to run the counter play.
third pitch in Louisville on a Thursday night. Back-to-back touchdowns, 31-24. And he's been a story since we kicked. The true freshman, Anthony Colandrea. 389 yards of total offense. You want to start a burgeoning legend? Take your team back down with 3:25 and 1 timeout left against the 11th ranked team in the country and tie the ball game.
Yeah, he's got to do it one more time here, but I'll tell you what, the crowd's back in it right now, and this is the type of game that the Louisville defense is used to being in, the situation they're used to being in, with the lead, getting after the quarterback.
You get one more stop, you're one step closer to the ACC championship. Colandrea, first down, out of bounds. Intended for Fields.
And I like that the pass rush has been getting after him, move him out of the pocket on the first play. He just overthrew him just a little bit on the outside.
Starting tonight because Tony Muskett, the starter, injured. Colandrea's 4th of the season. He's done nothing but impress. Second down. Pace, up the middle. Pace, big play, just shy of the first down and a gain of 9. They've stopped play. Looks like Pace dinged up after the run. Remember, Paris Jones, injury in the 3rd quarter. So Mike Hollins now in the backfield on a 3rd and 1. 3 minutes, clock moving.
And you're still running your offense even though you're under 3 minutes right here if you're Virginia. Big 3rd down. 1 timeout.
Hollins right up the middle, no problem getting the first. Clock will stop to reset. Tackled by Herron.
And when you're a tempo team, this is your comfort zone right now in these situations. Just run your offense.
Colandrea quickly. Malik Washington. Is this kid electric or what? That'll be another first down. Gain of 14. Washington now, 9 receptions, 155 yards. 5th consecutive game going over 100. Already in Louisville territory. Taking a shot, has his man, overthrows him. He had Washington one-on-one with Devin Neal and missed the throw.
And that's what you're trying to get, your star player one-on-one in man coverage in these situations. Colandrea recognizes it, does a good job holding the free safety in the middle of the field. Just missed him by a step.
Hollins to the right, spins it back, gets a little something on a play that looked jammed up at the line. Gain of 3, and now you have another big 3rd down as the clock now under 2 minutes.
And obviously you're in 4-down territory the rest of the way right here for Virginia. At some point, they do have to start picking up the pace here with the tempo that they normally run. Looks like Louisville's coming after him.
Colandrea hit as he throws, incomplete, nearly intercepted. He was hit as he was throwing, and Storm Duck was there. Puryear brought the pressure.
Coming after, trying to step up in the pocket right there, and you see, just gets hit right as he gets it, lets it float away.
Here's the ball game. 4th and 7.
And they're going to try to get the ball right here. They're going to watch to try to get the ball to Malik Washington. Let's see if Louisville tries to play coverage and double Washington, or they blitz and come after him right now. So Washington motion to create the rub.
And Louisville's going to call a timeout. because you saw Washington waving his hands like, hey, no one's on me, and I like my odds if no one's on me with 7 yards to gain for the first down.
Timeout, Louisville. The second and a half, 30-second timeout.
I think, and Jeff saw that. You want to see, he's trying to maybe hold the timeout as long as he can, but saw they were in man coverage, and as soon as Washington went in motion, knew there was going to be a possible pick route for him right there. And I think he wanted to call the timeout to make sure they have the exact look right on how they want to go deal with it. Because you're really looking at this. If you're going to play man-to-man on Washington and not bracket him or double-team him, you better be coming after the quarterback right there in that situation. I think it might come back and say, hey, let's know where he is. We just call it the star coverage right here. Who's their star? Well, their star is number 4, and you better go double-team who their star is.
You've leaned on your defense all season. One play away.
Man-to-man coverage.
Colandrea throws incomplete. Virginia wanted action from Storm Duck on Malachi Fields. No flag thrown. And Louisville is going to escape with the comeback victory here in the 4th.
There's a lot of contact right there on the little hands to the face at the beginning right there.
Matt Austin, what did you see there?
There was a little handsy, like I said, hands to the face originally. They were both chicken fighting a little bit with the hands. Could have thrown a foul. Again, judgment call.
You've got to give all the credit to Virginia, who came in 2-7. Postseason wasn't going to happen for them. Louisville all to play for. A win tonight, they need a North Carolina loss, but a win tonight, one step closer to an ACC championship. And hats off to Tony Elliott, what he's doing with this program that we had talked about in this 4th quarter with Louisville. You put him to task twice. If you're a championship caliber team, you're going to find a way to win this game. They answered on 2 consecutive possessions.
And they did. And Jeff Brom, you see that in the job his coaching staff has done to put themselves in this position to be a team right now that's going to have the opportunity to play for their first ACC championship game is amazing in year 1.
This will be the first 9-win season here at Louisville since 2016.
Offside, defense, number 10. 5-yard penalty, second down.
There's more catch-up on this
filet mignon. For a 10-second subtraction.
And you have a beautiful meal cooked.
You'd be a little bit another 1-score loss for them as Tony Elliott tries to build this program, but with Colandrea, they have a bright future.
There you go. They've got a quarterback to build around. If you're a receiver and you look at Malik Washington's numbers tonight, 9 catches, 155 yards, and a touchdown. You got a young, fiery freshman quarterback. You haven't quit on a season when you could have. And now Louisville did their part on a national stage again. Dominant at home and a thrilling 31-24 victory.